Well, after an electric week one of the NFL season, we now turn the page to week two, and what a game we have on Thursday night to get the week started. Patrick Mahomes and the 1-0 Chiefs against Justin Herbert and the 1-0 Chargers. Big AFC West battle. Mahomes improving to 5-0 in season openers with their week one blowout of the Cardinals. Herbert beating the Raiders by 5 in their first ever home opener at SoFi Stadium. Herbert's numbers gave him a winning record against the AFC West, and his 31-7 touchdown to interception ratio is better than the guy that he's facing this week in Patrick Mahomes. As you look at the totals from last week, the two combined for 8 touchdowns and, more importantly, 0 interceptions. And to talk more about the mouthwatering Thursday game, let's welcome in Hall of Fame wide receiver Jerry Rice, who's here to promote the contest. Jerry, I want to start by talking about these two quarterbacks coming off good week one performances. Walk me through this two as they face off. What do you like about Patrick Mahomes, and what do you like about Justin Herbert?
Two of the elite quarterbacks going to get a chance to battle on TNF, this coming Thursday. Herbert and Mahomes. Man, the game he had against the Cardinals, I think he wanted to make a statement saying that, hey, look, I'm the guy. I'm the guy behind center. And I think with Herbert, big, tall guy, rocket arm, but he's not afraid to run the football. So it's going to be exciting to see these two teams go after it.
And we got to see both bags of tricks from both gentlemen. Herbert, you mentioned him using his legs. He certainly did that against the Raiders. And, of course, Mahomes. I mean, we saw a regular throw. We saw a sidearm. We saw underhand. I mean, he pretty much did it all in that game against the Cardinals as they got a really good win there. Jerry, you played with some pretty good quarterbacks down the years. But do you wish you could maybe just have a game or two with Patrick Mahomes or Herbert throwing at you?
Oh, man, come on. I think about that every day. Even Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers back in, to be able to play with those guys. But, I had two great Hall of Famers with Joe Montana and Steve Young. And those guys, we were able to do some amazing things on the football field. But I think it takes that type of commitment from your quarterback to be accountable and to lead by example. And I think you get that with Herbert. And you also get it with Mahomes.
Chargers and the Chiefs. We're talking about their Thursday night game coming up on Amazon Prime. As you take a look at Mahomes' week one numbers versus the Cardinals, 360 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns. He's 5-0 to start season openers with the Kansas City Chiefs. And, of course, that month of September, he's just absolutely brilliant. But, Jerry, I want to talk about your old team, the 49ers. Struggled versus Chicago in that monsoon weather that they had. The Trey Lance era getting off to a rough start. Based on what you saw in week one, what's your level of concern with Trey Lance?
I think he played okay. He made some mistakes. That's a young quarterback. He threw an interception. He had a wide open tight end that he missed. But I think he brings the dimension that we want with the San Francisco 49ers. He can extend plays. He can, run with the football, but then he got that rocket arm where he can throw it downfield. But when you are on the road, you cannot turn the ball over. And if you do that, it's going to end up costing you probably the ball game. And I think the Niners, until about 5 minutes left in the ball game, they had a legitimate chance of winning that game. So I think, he has to go back. He has to look at that film, and he has to be critical on himself and say, hey, look, I need to get better and just continue, getting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Jerry, the fact they still have Jimmy Garoppolo there obviously is going to put pressure on Trey Lance. And what would you say to people who are going to be on the Jimmy G train if Lance struggles, saying, hey, put Jimmy G in?
That's just part of it. I mean, Trey has the opportunity to just quieten everybody down. He has to play exceptional. And it probably going to bring out the best in him, But back in the day, we had the same scenario as wide receivers. We had to fight and we had to earn that every week. And we had to be productive on the football field. It brings out the best, and it's nothing wrong with competition. So, I think he's going to build from this, and he's only going to get better.
Justin Jefferson, one of the wide receivers, had a great week one, went off against the Packers. Jamar Chase had a big day in a losing cause for Cincinnati. And then you had Michael Pittman over 100 yards in that tie for Indianapolis with Houston. Jerry, how do you feel about this core of young wide receivers?
I think these guys are getting it done, man. They're excited to be, on the football field. Jefferson, what he's doing, he's doing the gritty, man. He's making it happen every time he scores or something like that. But Chase, all of those guys, we got exceptional playmakers in the game of football right now, and we just got get them the ball, get them the rock, and let them just make plays.
And Jefferson, after the game, said he couldn't believe he was so wide open some of the time during that game. And Jamar Chase, I mean, he probably could have had 2 touchdowns in that game. He made that one-handed grab and just had that 1 foot out of bounds there, but he does finish with a touchdown anyways. Jerry, tell us what you're doing with the Thursday night games on Amazon.
Well, Prime Video, man. I had a chance to shoot this commercial with primetime himself, Deion Sanders, and also the greatest running back ever, Barry Sanders. And it's like, if you have Prime, you have Prime Video. To celebrate, Amazon is launching Thursday Night Football Central with exclusive deals for Prime members. And the thing too is that, they have watch parties, all of that. And I got one coming up this Thursday, and I'm looking forward to just hanging out with the fans and letting them get into the head of, like when you play in the game of football, being out there on the field, when your number is called and all of that. So, you get great deals, you get discounts, you get exclusive, experiences and digital entertainment. But you can go to Amazon.com/Prime and you get a 30-day trial. And man, it's going to be exciting. I can't wait for this watch party. And I'm hoping to meet a lot of my fans.
Great chance to hang out with Jerry Rice on Thursday night. Great to have you with us, Jerry. Thanks for joining us here on HQ to promote Thursday Night Football. What a game we have this week between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Thanks for hopping on with us, Jerry.
Hey, thanks for having me. Football is back.
It is back. It is back, definitely. Jerry Rice, the Hall of Famer, joining us to pump up Thursday Night Football here on HQ. And for a look back at big storylines from Week 1 and what to expect in Week 2, certainly there'll be conversations about that Thursday night game. It's a big one in the AFC West. Be sure to check out the Pick 6 podcast. Will Brinson, John Breach, Ryan Wilson providing insight, opinion, and analysis. You can download and follow wherever you get your preferred podcast audio.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.